My name's Revere, Paul Revere. The regulars are out, hundreds of them. Dispatch from Dr. Warren some time ago to warn the militia captains. He fears for the safety of Mr. Hancock and Mr. Adams.
Hold me, baby.
Thank you. We were dispatched, not by Dr. Warren this morning, but by Mayor Wu of the City of Boston, carrying this scroll to present to you. A message from her. I'd like to thank everybody for coming out today. We really, really appreciate it. You know, patriotism is a key factor for us, the National Lancers. National Lancers is the military cavalry unit for the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. These are our horse holders and, of course, our troopers in their mounted uniform. We've been serving the Commonwealth since 1836. We've been doing the Paul Revere and William Dawes ride since 1910. Wow. We've been doing it a while. Not the same horses. No troopers. No. Actually, I got to tell you, I'm third generation doing the Paul Revere ride. And that little guy there with the red shirt is my son. So we're hoping he'll be fourth generation. So I got a couple of questions for some of the younger people in the audience. Does anybody know what Paul Revere's horse's name was? Who said that? You're not a younger. I want a younger person. Somebody like this tall. Anybody? No? Back there? Right back there? What is it? Brown Beauty. I heard Brown Beauty. Oh, yeah. All right, way to go. Okay. So was Brown Beauty part of his horse? No, it was a borrowed horse. It wasn't his horse. Does anybody know who he borrowed it from? Oh, will you please stop? Deacon Larkin. It was arranged by Dr. Warren that Deacon Larkin would loan Paul Revere a horse to ride. Okay? So, Brown Beauty is not here today. But Rebel is. Rebel is playing Brown Beauty today in the reenactment. And he is the horse that's like the brown color. Not the chocolate, but the brown, which is called the sorrel. Brown Beauty was a Narragansett pacer. Rebel is a quarter horse. And for those of you that don't know much about quarter horses, they're the cowboy or cowgirl horse. So you see them out in the Midwest hauling cattle. Does anybody know why Dr. Warren dispatched Paul Revere and William Dawes? Anybody? Anybody? Were they out to tell everybody the British were coming? No, certainly not. No way. Because we're all British, right?
Correct.
Right. Was he out to warn somebody? Who? Right. Hancock and Adams, right? We're at the Clark house right up the street. Okay. And then where was he going to go after that? Concord. Right? When he met up with William Dawes, he's going on to Concord. Did they make it to Concord? No, they didn't. But who did? Prescott.
Dr. Prescott.
Well, there's an interesting question as to why Dr. Prescott was out at that late hour. Does anybody know?
I know. He was calling this lady a mountain.
What?
Help them ride.
He did help him ride, but why was he out so late? What was he doing so late? Ah, that's right. Rumor has it he was out on a hot date, just wrapping it up. But he gets all the credit because he made it to Concord. All right. So I got a couple of thank yous I want to say. I want to thank you, of course, for all being out here today. I said that we really appreciate it. I want to thank the Lexington Police Department for bringing us in safely. And of course, the state police for bringing us all the way from Boston. Really couldn't do it without them. And I want to leave you with this. I hope that you remember not only the colonial patriots, but also the modern day patriots, the men and women in our fighting forces serving today. Thank you very much. So we're going to be around for a little while. If you want to get a picture with a handsome Paul Revere and not so handsome William Dawes, you're welcome to. And of course, if you're not really, really tall and you want to pet the horses, you're certainly welcome to do that. We're going to be here for a while. Thank you all so much. Hi, my name's Paul Revere. I'm happy to be here in Lexington on the 250th anniversary of the Paul Revere Ride. So we start training in February, acclimating the horses to the asphalt and the cars and the sirens and all the city noise. They're stationed in Framingham at Camp DeCarlo, so they're out in the pasture a lot. We really try to get them in shape. Today for the ride, we started in the north end of Boston at 10 o'clock. Then we rode to Charlestown, then on to Somerville, Medford. We stopped in Menominee, which is, of course is Arlington, and then on to Lexington. And I have to say, we had wonderful crowds receiving us at all the towns. And it really means a lot to me to be here, not only as a member of the National Lancers, the organization that's been doing it since 1910, part of the military division of the Commonwealth. Me personally, I'm third generation Paul Revere. My grandfather did it, my father did it, now I do it, and hopefully my 12-year-old son will do it in the future. I have an interesting story I want to share with you. This coat is 50 years old. I have a picture of my grandfather holding me in '76 in his arms wearing this coat. Well, the energy of all the people are fabulous. They keep us going because it's a very tiring ride. One of my favorite spots, of course, is, actually I have two. When we leave the north end, there's a big statue in the Paul Revere Mall of Paul Revere. I love seeing that every year. And of course, when we get into Lexington, we see the Captain Parker statue on the green. And that's always the best. Thank you, Lexington. See you next year for the big ride.